Guys, what's going on? It's Waseem here again from Handsome Smiles, and today guys I'm going to be bringing you another fragrance related video. This time it's a concept video. The title of the video is Fragrances That Make You Feel. Now this was a concept first brought to YouTube by a fellow reviewer called Evan from the channel name Modern Scents. I'll leave a link to his video in my description below, so make sure you guys check that out. So basically this is a concept I believe Evan got inspiration from Base Notes, where you pick 5 different fragrances depending on how they make you feel. Now there's 5 different feels for this one. First one is the fragrance that makes you feel confident. Next on the list is the fragrance that makes you feel professional. The third fragrance on the list is the one that makes you feel sexy. Fourth fragrance on the list is when you put that fragrance on, it makes you feel fun. And lastly, the fragrance that makes you feel daring. Alright guys, so let's get this started. Number 1 is the fragrance that makes you feel confident. The one fragrance that makes me feel very confident is Green Orange Tweed by Tweed. This is an absolutely amazing fragrance, guys. It opens up very green and mossy and has hints of sandalwood in the dry down. This is a fragrance, whenever I put this on, it just makes me feel like a really suave gentleman. It's a very gentlemanly fragrance. It exudes a lot of masculinity. I definitely feel like I'm a movie star when I'm wearing this fragrance. I can't explain why. The scent is just absolutely incredible, guys. It's an expensive fragrance as well, and I think that plays into why you feel confident. You feel regal, you feel good about yourself, and this is a fragrance that makes you feel very good about yourself. And when you feel good about yourself, you're going to feel confident. So the fragrance that makes me feel confident is Tweed's Green Orange Tweed. Alright guys, next on the list is a fragrance that makes you feel professional. Now, I'm not alone in this one. The fragrance that makes me feel confident is Tom Ford's Grey Vetiver. I've got myself a decan at the moment and I've been enjoying it. If the juice does run out, I might even buy myself a bottle. This is an incredible vetiver fragrance, guys, with some spiciness as well from the pimento, and the dry down is a very woody dry down as well. Great fragrance, lasts about 6 hours on my skin. Again, this is a fragrance that really suits a young professional who wants to exude professionalism, sophistication. Absolutely incredible fragrance, guys. Definitely suits that sexy, modern, sophisticated professional. Absolutely incredible fragrance from the house of Tom Ford. That's Grey Vetiver. Next on the list is a fragrance that makes me feel sexy. Now again, this is from the house of Tom Ford, but this time from their private blend collection, and that's the fragrance Noir de Noir. An incredible fragrance, guys. Has this incredibly dark but alluring quality about it. Really suits those romantic types, and for me, whenever I wear this, I will feel very, very sexy. You have notes of rose, patchouli, vanilla, oud, saffron, but all these notes are not massively overpowering. Like the rose in this is just blended so well. A lot of rose scents do come off quite pungent, but this one really doesn't. It's an absolute masterpiece in my opinion. Incredible fragrance, guys. Very classy as well. Definitely makes you feel good as well, which makes you feel sexy. Incredible fragrance, guys, from the house of Tom Ford, from their private collection. The fragrance that makes me feel sexy is Tom Ford's Noir de Noir. Next on the list is a fragrance that makes you feel fun. For me, that is Pure Malt by Thierry Mugler. This is a fragrance where I really wear a lot on the nights out when I'm doing fun stuff. Say I'm going to the cinema, I'm going to go shoot some pool, I'm going to go bowling, whatever I'm doing. If I'm going out for a meal with my friends, this is a fragrance where I always wear when I'm going to go do fun stuff. So I do associate this with me having some fun. So for me, the fragrance that makes me feel fun is Pure Malt. Incredible fragrance, guys. I don't need to talk about it too much. I know you guys know a lot about this one. It's a very boozy, sweet caramel. You're going to get patchouli, vanilla, honey. Just a great fragrance, guys. Good projection, good longevity. That's Pure Malt by Thierry Mugler. Alright guys, last on the list is the fragrance that makes me feel daring. At the moment, I'm really enjoying this scent, and it's a very, very daring scent as well. And that fragrance is Encre Noir by Lalique. This fragrance, to me, smells incredibly green and mossy in the opening, but then starts becoming very dry and earthy and wet at the same time. It's a very difficult fragrance to explain. It's definitely one of the most daring fragrances I have. It smells a lot like burning trees, but the trees are wet at the same time. It's very difficult to explain. The projection is very strong on this one, and so is the longevity. I wore this at work a few times, and I really feel like it really suits me, and it's going to become one of my signature scents. This fragrance has a very daring quality about it, but it's a very variable scent as well. A lot of daring scents sometimes become too much for some people and quite hard to wear, but this is a fragrance which is, for me, quite nice to wear. It's a very variable scent. It is very daring, but for me it's an absolutely brilliant fragrance. So the fragrance that makes me feel daring is Dior Noir by Lalique. Anyways guys, that was my 5 fragrances that make me feel a certain way. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have, then make sure you give me a like or a comment below. And if you haven't subscribed, then make sure you do. Until next time guys, see you later.